Yama yama, hello everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Rather Be Crazy Than Dumb. Today I'm going to be talking about food, fasting and frequencies. And before I jump in, I just want to say any love is so appreciated. If you guys could please like, comment, subscribe, share, do something, that would be really, really helpful to me. And I really appreciate that. So thank you. Okay, today's episode. I just want to say disclaimer before I jump in. I have been vegan, I've been carnivore, I've been everything in between. So everything that I say comes from a place of non-judgment because I have been through all these different diets, all these different lifestyles, all these different ways of living. So when I speak, I'm speaking from a place of my experience and non-judgment, because I know that when it comes to food and diet and lifestyle, people are very, very passionate, right? They're very passionate and they're like, don't want to hear anything else. But just know that this is coming from a place of my journey, you know, experiencing it all and where I am at the moment. That's what I want to talk to you guys about, where I'm at the moment and where I'm going. What does the future look like? So for those of you that don't know, I'm on day 25 of the Master Fast. Yes, 25 days without eating. I know, it's crazy, right? So I'm going to release a podcast either before or after this. I'll probably release a few and also some YouTube, BitChute, Rumble videos as well. So if you want to look into the fasting, why I'm fasting, all that sort of stuff, then go and have a look at those ones. I'll also add some really graphic images of what has come out of me because that is absolutely freaking mortifying. So food, frequencies and fasting. Okay, I had been vegan for 12 years, 12 to 14 years, somewhere around that time. And I have also been carnivore. I've also been keto. I've also done the Candida diet. I've also been paleo. I've also been vegetarian. I've also been animal-based. I've been just about everything that you can think of, trying to figure out what's going to fix me and what's going to help me. So when I was about 15, I went vegan. I just knew that eating meat was not the right energetic match for me. Like the right energetic vibration. Do you know what I mean? Like, because I've always been quite conscious and I started, asking like, well, why am I eating meat? And like, what we have created is not, this is not the circle of life. This is not the, what do you call it? Not the food system. Oh, what do you call it? You guys know what I'm talking about. The food chain, that's the one. I was like, this is not a food chain. Mass producing and factory farmed animals is not a fucking food chain. Like we're cheating. Like I never had a problem with people hunting for survival and using every part of the animal because I think that's how it should be. Like if you're going to eat meat, like you should be eating the most sustainable, most local, most organic caught stuff if you can't catch it yourself. Obviously catch it yourself, amazing. So I was like, this doesn't feel right. Like we're mass producing animals, we're keeping them in horrible enclosures and environments and we're killing them really inhumanely. Like this is just not something I want to be a part of. And I was 15, so I didn't know how to hunt. I didn't know, I wasn't going to go freaking shoot an animal and skin it. Now I probably would, I don't know. I would say I would until about 2 months ago when my mind started changing, which I'll get into. So from that age, I was sort of like, okay, this is not a energetic match for me, for who I am and where I want to go. I broke my veganism because my body was just so sick. I was eating a lot, like I've struggled. I went to Bali when I was younger. I got really sick, had chronic gut issues, developed into eating disorders, didn't know about nutrition. Yeah, went vegan, was eating all the wrong foods, all this highly processed shit came out, fake chicken, fake prawns, fake ice cream, like all this shit that's just full of corn, GMO, gluten and soy. And I was just destroying my body and ripping my fucking gut open and just feeding the parasites and like the bad stuff in my body through these highly processed shit. So I was like, last resort, I'm going to stop being vegan. I'm going to eat meat. And I, made sure that it was like from a local place and did all the right things, knew the farmer, knew who raised them, who killed them, who cut the meat up, all that sort of stuff. And I did feel good. I did feel a lot better eating meat. So yeah, I definitely did feel better. I'll say that, that's for sure, because I wasn't eating all this processed stuff. I was just eating meat and vegetables. I know there's a big thing about vegetables at the moment, but I feel good when I eat vegetables. I think, anyway, who knows? I'm so up and down. It's so hard to track things. So my weight's always been an issue. I've always it's been really, really easy for me to gain weight. I think I have thyroid issues. I did get told that when I was like 20. But I've had lots of tests and stuff and nothing's ever come up. So yeah, I did find when I take iodine, it does help with everything. Got really, really sick and burnt out this time last year. Developed undiagnosed autoimmune diseases, which I believe were fibromyalgia and hyperthyroidism. I've had a lot of autoimmune symptoms over the past couple of years. People are like, oh, maybe it's your fake boobs. It's like, I've had my gut issues, my health issues way before my fake boobies. So it's not the fake boobies. People love to jump on that. Oh, it's the fake. I'm like, guys, I'm sure it's not helping, but that's not something that I'm letting into my energy field. Like, that's not my fucking reality. Like, it's probably not helping, but it's not the root cause of the freaking problem. It's way before that. 8 years. 8 years old is when this all started happening. So got really sick last year, gained even more weight, and it's just been a bit of a roller coaster with my health then, and trying to go carnivore and trying to do this and animal-based and all that sort of stuff. And yeah, just before I started this fast, I was pretty much carnivore. I would just eat blueberries, eggs, butter, and beef, and some organs. That's all. And I felt good while I was doing that. It was freaking expensive, but I just felt like it was minimizing the symptoms, but it wasn't curing it. Do you know what I mean? Like, the bloat was going down, and but I was like, but I know that there's parasites in my gut. I know that they're in there. Because I had I had lots of liver flukes come out, liver flukes and fluke eggs last year. I've had some parasites come out. I'm always on cleansers and stuff trying to get it out. But I know that when I went to Bali and I got sick, that was just the parasites. It all sort of started from there. So with parasites. And if you're listening to this and you're thinking, ew, parasites, this girl has parasites. Everybody has parasites. The shit that is coming out of me is in you. The only difference between me and you is I'm actually getting this shit out. Everyone has parasites. You need parasites. You need worms. Well, from my understanding anyway, you need parasites, worms, mold, fungi, yeast. You need these things in you because they're the little cleanup crew, right? They're eating all the shit that's in your body. But when you create an environment for them to thrive in, a toxic environment that they're thriving in, they're going to there's just going to multiply. There's just going to be so many of them. And, I was actually reading this thing, some of my hypno from when I was studying hypno, the notes, and I was talking about how the gut biome, the stuff in your body actually can create neural pathways, some crazy shit like that. And they really play on your emotions and your mood. Parasites literally control you. People think the alien invasion is coming from the outside. They're already within. And I actually saw this thing the other day saying demons are in parasites. And I was like, wouldn't surprise me. Wouldn't surprise me these days. So yeah, basically I was carnivore is great, minimizing the symptoms, less bloat, not feeling 100%. And then I was like, nah, this is just covering the symptoms. I need to get to the root cause. And that's when my friend was doing this fast, and I was just like, holy fuck. She had a worm come out of her pee-pee hole. She had a worm come out of her freaking pee-pee hole, guys. What the hell? What the hell? We have these things living inside of us. Oh, yuck. So, yeah, I saw the stuff coming out of her, and I was like, I need to do this fast. I need to do this freaking fast. And before I was doing the fast, I was sort of thinking, about my spiritual journey, and, you know, I spoke about on my podcast about having a breakdown or breakthrough, my first podcast. And in that time, I was sort of realizing, don't mind the fucking squawky birds, I was realizing, like, fuck, I need to be a breatharian. Yes, a breatharian. A breatharian is somebody who just consumes love and air. Ugh, guys, I can just feel a fire in me right now thinking about this. Everything is a fucking scam, okay? Everything, literally everything is a fucking scam. You are programmed to the fucking core. When it comes to periods, when it comes to drinking water, when it comes to eating food, when it comes to nutrients, oh my God. It is the biggest scam. It is the biggest fucking scam. Your body can actually create everything that it needs. But imagine if we took away, and I said this on another podcast, imagine if we took away, like, food. Imagine if everyone just started photosynthesizing, right? Fuck. You wouldn't need pharmaceuticals. You wouldn't need food. The whole world, the economy would crash, but the elite would be fucked. We don't need food, guys. And it's just such a scam. And so, yeah, anyway, so I sort of was thinking when I was going through this breakthrough, like, I'm going to, you know, breatharian has been one of my goals my whole lifetime. I've sort of tried to go down that path, as well as polyphasic and biphasic sleeping and, like, very minimal sleeping. But I was like, oh, I'm young. I want to be able to enjoy people's birthdays and going out for dinner and doing these things. So I'm sort of like at this crossroads still in my head of, like, what am I going to do next? Because I don't really 100% know. But this breakthrough really showed me that I need to be breatharian at some point in my life, and I need to show others how to do it. I need to pave the way for a new generation, but like a new way, because they're putting fucking mRNA in our meat. The meat's fucked. What happens? And then if you're, like, going out catching animals or whatever, what happens when they start spraying even more and doing all this other shit and killing off the animals and making them sick? What are you gonna fucking eat, guys? This is why I'm passionate about breatharianism, because for me it's like, be breatharian or hunt and survive, and learn how to do that and use that as, like, your primary source of food. And fuck, breatharian is way easier in my books. It's funny because those two, they're so, like, on the same path, but they're so totally different in a sort of way. But so I was really shown in this breakthrough I need to be breatharian, and it's like, okay, so my friend was doing this fast. I was like, okay, cool. We sort of started talking about breatharian, and she said that this fast is actually, like, sort of the way to breatharian, because you can't just fucking snap your fingers and go breatharian. Like, you can't do that, you know. It's a process. It's a whole process, and you have to do lots of detoxing, and you've got to do lots of things. You can't just jump straight into that. So it's a commitment for a couple of years. So, you know, that's how I see it, a couple of year commitment to get your body to that state that it can actually do that, to do enough healing, to do enough meditation, to do enough rewiring and reprogramming to be able to be breatharian. So this fast was like a no-brainer for me. I had the time, I had the space, I had the opportunity to do it. I'm self-employed. I don't have a lot of outgoing expenses, so if I can take time off work if I need to, I will. So it was like, okay, this is my time. This is my time to shine. And before jumping into the fast, going back again to the breakthrough, it really had me thinking about frequency. And, you know, with my studies, with hypno, with the work that I do, hypno, law of attraction, manifesting, you know, frequency, energy, vibration, they all go so hand in hand. I'm sorry if you can hear a chicken clucking. It's just laying an egg. Don't mind it. There is never a freaking perfect time to record. Here is always possum scratching in the roof, birds squawking, chickens laying eggs, something freaking going on. That's why I put music over it, because also podcasts without music are boring. I'm like I don't want to just hear your voice. Like, give me something else. Like, you know, it sounds nicer with the beats in the background. This freaking chicken. I think it's coming up here. So I was like, yeah, everything is energy and vibration and frequency. And I was very, that's when I became very selective of my energy and very in alignment with my values and my beliefs and my higher self. Because it's like, what is an energetic match for where I want to be? You know, it's obviously not smoking, it's obviously not drinking, it's not drinking coffee, it's not eating shit food, it's not eating fucking ice cream and chocolate and chips and having a movie night or hanging out with people with a lack mentality or negative people or, you know, projecting your self-limiting beliefs. But it goes so much further than that, guys. It's everything that you're consuming. It's the food that you're consuming. What quality, if you're eating a lot of meat, if you're on whatever diet you're on, like, ask yourself, like, what is the quality? I hope it's fucking good quality. I hope you're eating, and a lot of people that are listening to this, because quite conscious, will be eating mainly organic and local, but like, you really need to, like, if you want to level the fuck up, and that's what my life is all about, is about leveling the fuck up. Like, it's like getting to the top. Like, I want to know what it's like to reach my fullest potential. So I can't fuck around. I can't fuck around with losers. I can't fuck around eating shit food. I can't fuck around giving my energy out to people who are just going to take. No, it's not how it works. What do I need to do every single day that's an energetic match to who I want to be and where I'm going? That's where the food comes in. Eating meat is great if you want to stay in the 3D. Yep, I know some people are going to have a problem with that, but think about it. And remember, I'm coming from a non-judgmental point of view. I'm coming from my own experience of doing all these different things and having 15 years of research and thinking and pondering and trial and testing this shit out. That's a freaking long time. But it's like, do you think that eating meat, that frequency, is of someone in the 5th dimension? Ask yourself. Like, really think about it. Does eating meat match a high frequency? Now, not everyone wants to go to 5D. Not everyone wants to transcend. And that's the thing. Everyone's on their own journey. So that's why I say eating meat is great if you want to stay in the 3D. But I don't know about you guys, but I want to fucking transcend. I want to go into another dimension. I want to have magical, special superpowers. I want to unleash them, unlock them, because they're within me. And I just don't know if eating meat will get me there. Because it's dead. You're taking on that energy. And I'm like saying this right now and I'm like, fuck, I love meat so much. Meat is so good. Oh my God, I could fucking eat a fucking cow right now. I'm that hungry. Like, man, I just want to eat meat. I want to eat everything, to be honest. But I feel like I'm like, what part of me is actually saying that, you know? But I know that's not a match for who I am and where I'm going. And then I'm like, fucking hell, I've got to be a fucking vegan. I don't want to be a vegan. I don't want to be a fucking vegan. I don't want to do it. I'm not even going to use that word, guys. Like, if I actually do go vegan, I'm not going to fucking call myself a vegan, because vegans, like, sorry for the vegans that are listening, but most of vegans are fucking lefties. You know, they're like, climate change is real. Vote the Greens. LGBTQA plus. You know, transgender is fucking a good thing for kids. Kids should be able to have sex changes. Black Lives Matter. So I'm not gonna identify as a vegan, because I'm sorry, but you guys have got a pretty fucking bad woke name. I'm sorry. That's the truth. We're all thinking it. We all know it. And that's cool. If you're a lefty, woke vegan who has blue hair and a septum piercing and is all about that stuff, then that's not a mean thing. But for me, that's not who I am. So I'm not going to identify with that. I'm really actually not going to fucking identify with anything, because I am whatever I am in this moment. And that's the beautiful thing, is that in the next moment, I might be fucking whatever I'm going to be. That's the beautiful thing. Like, I'm not attaching onto this thing to try and make me of like, who am I? Oh, I'm a vegan. Oh, I'm a this, I'm a that. I'm Rhani Green. I am the glitch. I might be someone else tomorrow. I don't fucking know. Because that's the whole point of life. Transcending, growing, learning, discovering. It's not attaching onto this fucking ideology. I know I didn't say that right. It's not attaching onto this fucking thing of this name of who you are. You just are whatever you are. You just whatever the fuck you want to be. But don't go, you know, boys go into girls' bathrooms and shit like that and all that fucking lame stuff. But like, don't attach onto the name. Anyway, that's totally irrelevant. But I was like, fuck, I'm gonna have to be vegan. I don't want to be vegan. But being a frugivore or a fruitarian, I don't know if there's a difference, but eating fruit is the highest frequency of food that you can consume. Energy don't lie. Energy don't lie, baby. Energy don't lie. You can tell yourself eating meat, whatever, tell yourself whatever fucking story. But that's the truth. And this is coming from someone who loves meat. This is coming from someone who is probably going to be vegan. It just don't add up. The fucking math, it don't fucking add up. So consuming fruit is the highest frequency. I want to be my highest frequency. It's so simple. And even though I spend at least an hour a day on fucking Instagram looking at reels of like food and like bread and pasta and meat, what my body is actually really craving, like if I could eat anything right now, I'd eat an avocado. My body is craving fruit, savory fruits. The things I would do to fucking bite into a crunchy fucking cucumber. I just want to eat like a salad with like cucumber, avocado, capsicum, and just like lemon juice and herbs. And you know what? That's exactly what I can eat when I come off this fast. That's the post-fast protocol. You're not really supposed to eat much avocado because it's a mucus-forming food. I don't give a fuck. Avocado's a life. You cannot tell me that an avocado is a fucking... I don't care. Avocado's a life. So... yeah, it's funny that my body is actually like craving that food. So that's just it, guys. That's just it. Like, what is the frequency of the food that you're consuming? Is that in alignment with who you want to be? Do you want to be a fat piece of shit? Eat a fucking pizza. Go to KFC. Go eat some fucking chocolate. Or do you want to be the best version of your fucking self? What does that look like? I'm not saying everyone has to become breatharian, everyone has to become a frugivore, or a fruitarian, or a vegan, or whatever the fuck. But like, look at the foods that you're consuming and ask yourself, like, is that in alignment with my best self? Because eating meat is not currently in alignment with my best self. Making my way to breatharian is. And you know what? I'm going to travel next year, and I might eat meat and embrace the cultures that I go to. Maybe. We'll see. But I'm definitely... I'm open. I'm open to whatever my life is going to look like. I don't want to... at the end of the day, I'm here at Earth School and I do want to experience Earth. But I've eaten a lot of fucking tasty food. I've eaten a lot of meat. I've eaten a lot of delicious, tasty chocolate and ice cream and yummy foods. I've eaten so much yummy food, guys. But what is in alignment with who I am? And now where the fasting sort of comes into it is that, well, yeah, this whole fast that I'm on, this journey of detoxing, of getting this shit out of you. Also, meat. How do you get parasites? Through meat. I saw this video of this freaking bear running through the bloody Alaskan wild with like 3 meters worth of tapeworms hanging out of its ass. I don't want that to be me. I don't want that to be me. And what do bears eat? They eat fish. There's heaps of fish that have heaps of tapeworms in them. Tapeworms can grow up to 9 meters long. I had one come out of me this morning. It was about 80 to 90 centimeters long. And I thought that was fucking bad. I was horrified. I'm still in shock, guys. So the whole point of this fast is like getting rid of the mucoid plaque, getting rid of the parasites, the mucus, the worms, the fungi, the candida, all of the stuff that you have too much of, and having your body in a state of homeostasis. Because if 2 months ago I was to go fruitarian, I'd fucking blow up like a crazy motherfucker. Like, my gut would be fucked. Like, I don't eat fruit. That's the thing. I don't eat fruit. I'm so scared of fruit because I think fruit is going to make me fat. Fruit is going to make me bloated. Fruit is going to make me fart. Fruit is going to make me burp. Fruit is feeding the wormies. But it's only feeding the wormies because I have such an imbalance. Such an imbalance. So you really got to kill these little motherfuckers off and create the right environment in your gut. And I know not everyone's going to go fruitarian, not everyone's going to do a fast, not everyone's going to go breatharian. But yeah, like I said, guys, just like look at the quality of the food that you're eating. Don't eat shit food. Love yourself. Have some respect for yourself. Like, literally, you came here for a fucking specific reason, a specific purpose. Wouldn't you want to know what it's like to reach your highest potential? Wouldn't you want to know? I sure do. So I'm going to finish this podcast. I'm going to go drink some fucking grape juice because that's all I can drink on this fast. Delicious. And yeah, stay tuned for the next one. I hope that you guys found some value out of this, of feasting. Well, not, sorry, feasting. Fasting. What am I talking about now? Fasting. Now I'm thinking about food. Now I'm thinking about feasting. Fasting, frequencies, and food. Just think about things, guys. Think. That's all I ask you to do, is have an open mind, put the dots together, think, ask yourself questions, ponder. You should be asking yourself every day in regards to everything that you're doing. Does this serve the me that I'm trying to create? Does this serve the life that I am creating? So meat is no for me. Oh, and I'll just add that, yeah, I'm not 100% sure on what I'm going to do. I'm not 100% sure on what my life is going to look like in a year. If I'm going to be fucking carnivore, if I'm going to be breatharian, if I'm going to be something in the middle, or I'm going to be, whatever. But this is my thoughts. And the main message that I want to come across to you guys is like, eating meat. We can't deny the frequency of eating meat. We can't deny it. We cannot deny the frequency. We know everything is frequency, everything is energy, everything is vibration. We cannot deny that fruit is a higher frequency than eating meat. It's just simple facts, guys. So that's where my head's at the moment. Eating meat is great if you want to stay in the 3D, if you want to fucking transcend, become a breatharian, start eating fruit, I don't know, do whatever. Do your own research. This is my thoughts at this current time, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you found something from it. Once again, if you haven't, please like, comment, subscribe, share, anything to just help me out. Let me know what you guys think, because I feel like there's going to be some people that have opinions on this, and I want to fucking hear it. I want to know your opinion. All right, Yoonthalla, Yoonthalla, Yoonthalla. Peace, love, honor, unity, respect to you all. So much love. Stay fucking weird. Stay wild. So much love for you guys. Bye.